Imagine a player with the charisma, talent, and sheer force of will to transform the face of a sport. Someone who brings excitement every time they step onto the field, leaving fans and opponents in awe. In baseball, we've seen a few of these generational talents, much like Caitlin Clark in basketball. Today, we're diving into the stories of 4 MLB stars who've shaken the league to its core: Bryce Harper, Elly De La Cruz, Strasburg, and Fernando Tatís Jr. Each of these players has captured the imagination of fans, and their impact is undeniable. But what makes them the Caitlin Clarks of Major League Baseball? Let's find out. From the moment Bryce Harper graced the cover of Sports Illustrated at 16, the world knew he was special. Harper was baseball's chosen one, much like Clark in her early years. Both had immense pressure to deliver on impossible expectations, and both did so with aplomb. Harper's journey from the minors to becoming one of MLB's youngest MVPs mirrors Caitlin Clark's rise to stardom in college basketball, both driven by an insatiable hunger for greatness. But what sets Harper apart is his flair. Much like Clark's signature shooting range and court vision, Harper's swing is iconic, effortless yet powerful. His aggressive play style and fearless attitude on the field echo the way Clark commands the basketball court. And just like Clark has pushed boundaries in the women's game, Harper has redefined what it means to be a superstar in baseball. As Harper moved through the ranks, his ability to dominate games became clear. His MVP season in 2015 was a masterpiece of power and precision, with Harper leading the league in home runs, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage. His performance was so commanding that it brought comparisons to some of the all-time greats in the sport. Much like Clark's performances often lead to comparisons with the legends of women's basketball. Harper's journey, however, wasn't without its challenges. Injuries, media scrutiny, and the weight of expectations have tested him time and again. But each time, Harper has responded with resilience, showing the same tenacity that Clark exhibits on the court. Their careers are marked by a relentless drive to prove their doubters wrong, to push the boundaries of what's possible, and to leave a lasting legacy in their respective sports. In 2019, Harper made headlines by signing a massive 13-year, $330 million contract with the Philadelphia Phillies, the largest free agent contract in MLB history at the time. This deal solidified Harper's status as one of the most valuable and marketable players in the league. But before that, Harper had already left his mark on the Washington Nationals, helping them build a team that would eventually win their first World Series in 2019, even though he left as a free agent before they captured the title. Next up, we have the sensation Elly De La Cruz, a player who's just beginning to etch his name into MLB history. At just 21, De La Cruz has already made headlines with his electric speed and jaw-dropping athleticism. His debut season was nothing short of spectacular, drawing comparisons to legends and sparking debates about his ceiling. Elly's rise is reminiscent of Caitlin Clark's journey, where both athletes turned heads almost overnight with their extraordinary talent. De La Cruz's fearless approach to the game, his ability to change the momentum with a single swing or sprint, is akin to Clark's game-changing three-pointers. Both bring an energy that's impossible to ignore, captivating not just fans but entire franchises that build around their unique skill sets. What makes De La Cruz particularly exciting is his versatility. He can play multiple positions, and his presence on the field is a constant threat to the opposition. Whether it's stealing bases, making incredible defensive plays, or hitting crucial home runs, De La Cruz is the complete package. This all-around ability draws clear parallels to Caitlin Clark, who excels in scoring, playmaking, and leadership. Despite being so young, De La Cruz has already faced pressure situations that would daunt many seasoned players. His calmness under pressure, combined with his explosive talent, has made him a fan favorite and a player that opponents must constantly account for. His ability to rise to the occasion mirrors Clark's poise in clutch moments, where she often takes over games and leads her team to victory. As De La Cruz continues to develop, the sky's the limit for what he can achieve. Just as Caitlin Clark is poised to dominate women's basketball for years to come, De La Cruz is on track to be one of the faces of MLB. Their journeys are just beginning, but the impact they've already had on their sports is undeniable. De La Cruz has quickly become a top prospect in the Cincinnati Reds organization, ranked as high as worst to two on MLB Pipeline's top 100 prospects list. His potential was evident from the moment he stepped onto the field, and his MLB debut in 2023 only confirmed what scouts had been saying for years. This kid is special. With his combination of power, speed, and athleticism, De La Cruz has all the tools to be a superstar, much like Clark has in her sport. Steven Strasburg's entry into the MLB was one of the most anticipated in baseball history. Drafted first overall in 2009, his debut was a spectacle that lived up to every bit of the hype. Fans and analysts alike were mesmerized by his 100 mph fastball and pinpoint control. Strasburg, much like Caitlin Clark, had the burden of immense expectations from day one. Strasburg's career has had its ups and downs, dealing with injuries and pressure that could have derailed his trajectory. But his resilience and eventual triumph in leading the Washington Nationals to their first World Series title in 2019 is a testament to his character and skill. This mirrors Clark's ability to rise above challenges and deliver when it matters most, making both athletes symbols of perseverance in their respective sports. Strasburg's 2019 postseason was a tour de force, where he went 5 or so with a 1.98 ERA, earning him the World Series MVP. His dominance was the culmination of years of hard work, recovery from injuries, and a determination to fulfill the potential everyone saw in him from the start. Similarly, Clark has had to overcome her own set of challenges. Whether it's dealing with the immense pressure of being a top player or facing off against equally talented opponents. Both Strasburg and Clark have faced the harsh reality of professional sports, where success is never guaranteed, and the weight of expectations can be crushing. Yet they've both shown an ability to block out the noise and deliver when it matters most. Strasburg's legacy in MLB is secure, much like Clark's in basketball, as they both continue to inspire the next generation of athletes. However, Strasburg's journey has not been without its setbacks. In recent seasons, he has struggled with injuries that have limited his time on the mound. In 2022, he underwent thoracic outlet syndrome surgery and made only 8 starts, finishing with a 1-1 record and a 5.74 ERA. Despite these challenges, Strasburg remains a symbol of resilience, much like Clark, who continues to push forward despite the obstacles in her path. Finally, we delve into the electrifying Fernando Tatís Jr. Known for his dynamic play and infectious energy, Tatís has quickly become one of MLB's most marketable stars. His ability to make the extraordinary look routine on the field, whether through a jaw-dropping defensive play or a game-changing home run, draws parallels to Caitlin Clark's show-stopping performances on the basketball court. Tatís embodies the modern athlete, bold, unapologetic, and supremely talented. His impact on the game extends beyond statistics, much like Clark's influence in popularizing women's basketball to a broader audience. Tatís' flair for the dramatic, his style, and his ability to capture the imagination of fans worldwide makes him a perfect counterpart to Caitlin Clark in baseball. Tatís burst onto the scene with a blend of power, speed, and charisma that few players possess. His ability to change the game in an instant, whether with a bat or a glove, has made him a must-watch player. Like Clark, who can take over a basketball game with her scoring and playmaking, Tatís can single-handedly swing the momentum of a baseball game. Despite facing setbacks, including injuries and suspensions, Tatís' ability to bounce back and continue performing at a high level speaks volumes about his resilience and determination. Both he and Clark have faced adversity in their careers, yet they've emerged stronger, more focused, and even more determined to leave their mark on their sports. Tatís made headlines in 2021 when he signed a 14-year, $340 million contract extension with the San Diego Padres, the third largest contract in MLB history. This deal was a testament to his value and the Padres' belief in his potential to be a franchise player for years to come. However, his career has been marked by challenges, including missing the entire 2022 season due to wrist surgery and an 80-game suspension for a positive PED test. Yet, like Clark, Tatís has shown a resilience that makes him a player to watch in the coming years. Each of these players, Harper, De La Cruz, Strasburg, and Tatís, brings something unique to baseball, much like Caitlin Clark has done for basketball. They are not just athletes, they are icons, shaping the future of their sport in ways we can only begin to imagine. But the story doesn't end here. Who will be the next to rise to their level? Which young talent is waiting in the wings, ready to become the next face of MLB? Stay tuned, because the future of baseball is brighter than ever, and you won't want to miss it.
You here today for this very special press conference introducing Shohei Ohtani.
Star from Japanese baseball coming to the Angels.
He's the most interesting man in the baseball world.
Shohei Ohtani's lifestyle is not what you think. Did you know Shohei Ohtani, the MLB superstar, just signed a record-breaking $700 million contract, yet he still lives on a humble $1,000 monthly allowance set by his mom? Yes, you heard that right. Ohtani, who struck out 6 batters and hit a home run in his debut week, also spends more time playing video games with teammates to learn English than at flashy parties. How does a player with such extraordinary talent and earnings keep such a low-key lifestyle? What drives this baseball star to stay so grounded despite his popularity? Let's start with Shohei Ohtani's early life. So picture this, it's July 5th, 1994, in the rural town of Oshu, Iwate, Japan. That's where Shohei was born, and right from the start he was surrounded by a strong sports influence. His mom, Kayoko, was a professional badminton player, and his dad, Toru, played amateur baseball. Shohei was the youngest of 3 kids, and let me tell you, he had a competitive edge from the get-go. His dad introduced him to baseball early on, and Shohei quickly became obsessed with the sport. Now, fast forward to his high school years. Shohei attended Hanamaki Higashi High School, where he really started to make a name for himself. Not only was he a baseball prodigy, but he also crushed it on the swim team. Talk about a multi-talented athlete. But here's where it gets really exciting. At just 18 years old, Shohei set a Japanese high school record by throwing a 99-mile-per-hour fastball. Can you believe that? This amazing feat marked the beginning of what would become an extraordinary career for Shohei Ohtani. So after high school, Shohei had his sights set on Major League Baseball, MLB. He wanted to jump straight to the big leagues, but things took a different turn. The Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters drafted him in the NPB, Nippon Professional Baseball draft. After some intense negotiations, Shohei decided to start his professional career in Japan with the Fighters, with the understanding that he could still move to the MLB later on. Shohei made his debut at just 18 years old, playing as both a right fielder and a pitcher. I mean, how impressive is that? He quickly made a name for himself, becoming the first Japanese player to reach double digits in both home runs and wins in a single season. Plus, he threw the fastest pitch ever recorded by a Japanese player. Talk about talent. By 2016, he was dominating the league, winning the MVP of the Pacific League. His performance in Japan set the stage for his eventual move to the MLB, where he continued to break records and amaze fans. In 2017, Shohei made the big move to Major League Baseball, signing with the Los Angeles Angels for a $2.3 million bonus. His MLB debut was nothing short of spectacular. He struck out 6 batters and hit a home run in the same week. It was clear from the start that Shohei was something special. During his rookie season, Shohei continued to impress. He joined Babe Ruth as one of the only MLB players with at least 10 pitching appearances and 20 home runs in a single season. But his journey wasn't without challenges. He had to undergo Tommy John surgery, a serious procedure for pitchers, but he came back strong. Shohei's historic feats didn't stop there. He became the first Japanese player to hit for the cycle in MLB history and even participated in the Home Run Derby. And what's even more amazing is his dual role as both a pitcher and a hitter, something you rarely see in modern baseball. And then in December 2023, Shohei made headlines again by signing a record-breaking $700 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. This deal, the richest in North American sports history, really really shows how incredible he is. But despite the huge contract, Shohei remains focused on his love for the game, continually pushing boundaries and setting new records. Let me tell you now about Shohei Ohtani's lifestyle. It's pretty surprising given his massive success and earnings. Despite all the fame, he had humble beginnings. When he first started making money, his mom managed his finances. She gave him a modest $1,000 monthly allowance to live on, which really helped him stay grounded and focused on his goals. Shohei takes his rest and recovery very seriously. He gets a ton of sleep, sometimes more than 10 hours a day, and uses custom pillows stuffed with extra material to keep their height just right. This helps him stay in top shape for his demanding baseball career. Here's an interesting tidbit. Shohei's Spanish is better than his English, thanks to his interactions with teammates. To improve his English, he plays video games with them, making learning fun and engaging. In his free time, he loves watching NFL and NHL games, showing his passion for various sports. Shohei also has a keen fashion sense. He was featured in a GQ photo shoot, and his stylish side really shined through. His wardrobe choices and overall look have impressed a lot of fans and fashion enthusiasts. Even though Shohei lives a relatively simple life, he does indulge in some luxuries. He owns a Tesla Model X, which costs around $78,000, and a sleek Porsche 911, priced at $131,000. These cars reflect his taste for high quality and performance vehicles. Shohei also has a modest but impressive watch collection. One of his prized pieces is a Grand Seiko, worth about $9,100. This watch, known for its precision and craftsmanship, matches his meticulous nature both on and off the field. So, while Shohei Ohtani has earned a fortune, his lifestyle remains surprisingly down to earth. His disciplined approach to life, combined with a few luxurious indulgences, shows a dedicated athlete who truly values his craft above all else. But Shohei Ohtani's journey to becoming one of the highest paid athletes wasn't over. When he first signed with the Nippon Fighters in Japan, he got a $1.2 million bonus and the maximum rookie salary of $150,000. This was just the beginning. When Shohei decided to move to Major League Baseball, MLB, he had to sign a minor league contract with the Los Angeles Angels because he was still considered an amateur by MLB standards. This meant his initial MLB salary was pretty modest. He got a $2.3 million signing bonus, and his rookie salary was set at $535,000 in 2018. Over the next few years, his salary saw small but steady increases. $650,000 in 2019 and $700,000 in 2020. Then, in 2021, after proving his incredible value, Shohei signed a 2-year deal with the Angels worth $8.5 million, avoiding arbitration. Before becoming a free agent, the Angels signed him to a 1-year deal worth $30 million for the 2023 season, which was a huge jump in his earnings. And then in December 2023, Shohei made headlines with a record-breaking $700 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers, the richest in North American sports history. This contract includes a unique deferred salary structure where Shohei will only receive $2 million per year for the next 10 seasons, with most of the money deferred. This smart move helps the Dodgers manage their luxury tax and invest in building a stronger roster. But that's not all. Shohei also earns a staggering $45 million annually from endorsements. He has major brand deals with top companies like Seiko, Fanatics, New Balance, and Topps. His endorsement income significantly boosts his overall earnings, making him one of the most marketable athletes in the world. So, from his early contracts in Japan to his groundbreaking deal with the Dodgers and his massive endorsement earnings, Shohei Ohtani's journey is a true testament to his incredible talent and marketability. So, let's talk about Shohei Ohtani's career earnings. Right now, he's made a total of $42,269,259. And with his new contract and all those endorsement deals, that number is only going up from here. But here's the cool part. Ohtani's record-breaking contract isn't just about boosting his net worth. It's having a huge impact on MLB and player negotiations. His deal sets a new benchmark for player salaries and contract structures, which means it's going to change how teams and players approach future negotiations. Shohei's financial journey really shows off his incredible talent and marketability. Despite making all this money, he's still focused on his love for the game. He's proof that even the highest paid athletes can keep a down-to-earth lifestyle. Shohei Ohtani's lifestyle and career are full of surprising contrasts. From his humble beginnings in a small Japanese town to signing the largest contract in American sports history, his journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Despite his massive earnings and that $700 million contract, Shohei keeps a disciplined and relatively modest lifestyle, focusing intensely on his love for baseball. It's clear that Ohtani's success is built on hard work and dedication. His ability to balance being both a top-tier pitcher and hitter, along with his humble approach to life, really sets him apart in the sports world.